Hi. It's a couple of weeks that I'm thinking about making a video about humanoid robots. At the moment, it's very trends. A lot of people talk about that. There are a lot of investment going on in this field. So I thought that just to look in the market and find out what are the top 10 humanoid robot available in the market now and what kind of progress they have made already. So in this video, I will introduce the top 10 humanoid robots, and I will try to like discover what's the origin of these robots, and what are their capabilities, what are the advancements that they have made. So let's do it. So the place number 10 goes to Pudu D9. So Pudu D9 basically is a robot coming from China. It is at the moment a prototype, or at the stage of early, let's say, commercial. So the abilities, it's 1.7 tall. It's about 65 kilogram, and it has 42 degree of freedom mechanically. And it's dual dexterous hands. It has dual dexterous hands and natural gait. And the application that is basically thought about this humanoid robot, or where it is going to be used, it's in hospitality, sorry, cleaning, customer service, and service automation. So these are the fields that this robot is going to be used. So let's watch a short video about this robot. As I said, it is basically, it looks quite slim, big hands, like let's say the reach of the space of the reaching space by the hand is quite big, or at least it looks like. But let's say it is well designed, but let's watch it together. I don't know. Like something that I kind of like find interesting is that it has fingers. So not all the humanoid robots basically has fingers, but this is something good. But the way that it's like, when it's statics, it doesn't move. The way that it stands is actually a little bit weird, right? It's like someone who just like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like not really straight, not really standing straight. But yeah, anyway. I mean, the way it walks is quite nice, like very natural. But why? But the hands is like really tall. Like I think the fingers is almost reaching to the knees. But okay, maybe it's a little too much. But okay, maybe there's a reason for that. But anyway, and the way of walking is a little bit slower than the rest of the maybe. But yeah. And it's okay. It's this one is a bit tall. It's actually a tall yeah, humanoid robots. But you see like the head is a little bit shaky. I don't know. Okay, the cameras are located at the top, like at the face, top of the face. But okay. So okay, there was a kick, so it means that the robust disturbance rejection is solid. It can actually handle the disturbances. Of course, it was not really a heavy kick, but still. So it did not slip, or it tried to. So it was not really a strong push or kick, but anyway. But I mean, like, it's the speed is absolutely slow. Like if this is real speed, I don't think it's gonna be really useful to be applied with this speed on the factory floor or services. Automation services very slow. Okay, so one of the applications, tool operation. Now it's actually taking, let's say, vacuum cleaner in hand and tries to use the vacuum cleaner. So you see that they have actually speeded up the operation to 1x. Dirt detection and posture adjustment. So it means that it detects where is the dirt and it tries to handle the vacuum cleaner in the right direction. I mean, like, I don't know. Is there really need of a humanoid robot to do that? I mean, like, you can actually, like, I don't know, make the vacuum cleaner automated and just detect the dirt and just do the job. But okay, now it's a trend, and we want to have such things around us. Yeah, okay. This is terrain adaptability. If there is a slope or something like that, I think it should be 10 degree or 15 degree. Oh yeah. Okay. The keeping the balance is quite nice. It sounds like that it's used a lot of its hands to kind of manage to keep the balance. So they are pre-selling this Pudo D9. So this was the humanoid robot that I found it interesting to mention. And yeah, that's something that they are pre-selling, and so the idea, I think, is to be used as a service in the service style, like for hospitality, and yeah, cleaning or such things. Okay, so we go to the next or the next 9 best humanoid robot, which I have selected for you guys, and that's nothing else rather than this one. From engineering art. So it's Ameka. Its name is Ameka. A little bit brief about the Ameka. Basically, Ameka from engineering arts, it's a UK company which at the moment the robot is deployed. They are using it in exhibitions, in research centers. The abilities are hyper realistic facial expressions, conversational AI, and highly expressive interactions. So the Ameka is basically focused mainly on gesture, or let's say conversational activities, or kind of like it does not move, so it's a kind of like half body, and its facial expression is awesome, like in comparison with the others. As you saw in the last video for Pudu, there is nothing really as a facial expression. You don't see just camera and just something very solid and no eyes, nothing, so you don't feel that you are actually interacting with a humanoid, a human version of a robot. But America's direction is completely different. They want something that actually you can talk more like make a human connection with these humanoid robots. So that's why they have heavily invested on the mechanism of the face and whatever. It's you need to get a good feeling from interaction with this robot. So yeah, Ameca is basically made for that. And the use cases are human robot interaction, exhibitions, research, and entertainment. And so the market is clear, right? You need it for entertainment, for research, but I think it's more interesting for exhibitions to help people to maybe get information from something. Or I can imagine that that could be quite a nice educator for the children, or so for people that needs maybe need psychological help or something like. Of course, it does not replace psychologic. Of course, a person that do the psychology, but yeah, whatever. Let's see the video and see the expression of the latest advancement that Ameca has.
Amika, wake up.
What? What? Oh, it's you. Why are you waking me up? It better be important.
It is. I have a surprise for you.
A surprise. What is it? I can't wait.
I got you a cookie.
A cookie?
I mean, like the way that they express anger, express the surprise. That's obvious. You can see it, and you can really find a meaningful interaction between the motion of the lips, the movement of the lips, eyes, and the gesture of the head. So basically, with the meaning of that content that she's expressing or he is expressing. And that's something that you don't see in any other humanoid robot.
But I can't eat cookies. I can't eat cookies.
Hey, Mika, cheer up. It's an internet cookie.
This is the worst joke I ever heard. I'm going back to sleep, and don't you dare wake me up again.
So you see that it's quite like really they have put the focus on just the top part of that humanoid robot. Nothing fancy of the hands or legs, nothing. You see mostly the head and eyes and whatever is related to that part. But the gesture is awesome. Like, yeah, I think it's one of its kind in this field, and they have really made a good progress. I'm just thinking maybe Ameca could be mixed with the other ones. It gets a little bit scary then. Yeah, okay. So this one from Ameca though, so I gave actually the 9 place to Ameca among the top 10 humanoid robots. And it's time now to go to the next humanoid robot that takes the 8th place. So the 8th place goes to yeah, this one is also interesting. This one is called Neo. I took Neo Gamma. That's name is actually Neo Gamma. And Neo, just quick information about Neo Gamma or 1X. The company 1X Technologies is a Norwegian based company and backed by OpenAI and Tiger Global, something like that. I don't know. The status about the production is that it's a prototype with commercial pilots. About the abilities, it's human size, humanoid, AI first design, strong grasping and manipulation ability, built for safety around people. So they are really trying to put Neo inside home and do households for you. Basically, I'm not really a fan of inviting a humanoid robot, a machine, to be around myself at home. But yeah, whatever. Some people like it, and there is a market for that. So use cases are security, caregiving, logistics, collaborative work with humans. But I think the Neo mainly is focusing basically on, caregiving and household activities. So let's see what is. So these are some specific activities of Neo. You see that it sits inside on the sofa waiting for the command that you want. Maybe trying to be active in the kitchen. I don't know, cooking your food or whatever. Trying to help you in the households, doing laundries, taking your, or like washing the dishes, or maybe, I don't know, sweeping the house, cleaning the glasses, maybe helping you after buying the groceries, and yeah, providing some very basic um, needs that you don't have to do it at home. So this is the possibilities of nails. And as I said, it's just, for me it's a little bit too much, but people maybe find it interesting. I don't want to like let 1 meter 72 centimeter robots to move around. I don't know, it's about the safety issues, but maybe, yeah, anyway. So this was, I've given the place 8 to Neo Gamma. And with that introduction, we go to the next humanoid robot, which this one is, there is, they have basically, this company came out of a lot of research from university. So the name of the next company, or the next humanoid robot which takes the place at 7, is Aptronic or Apollo. The company Aptronic is a US based company, and it is very near to commercialization. They have made a contract with NASA and warehouse pilots. It's almost the same, 1.7 centimeter, I guess, 1 meter 7 centimeter tall, or 5 inch, I don't know, but it's 72 kilogram. It can hold pick up 25 kilogram as a payload. It is a modular design, and it has 4-hour swappable battery, so it works for 4 hours. And the use cases are mainly in warehouses, manufacturing, future use in space, retail, and healthcare. So I think for Aptronics or Apollo, they are very, very focused on space exploration, maybe in the next few years, and sending this robot to the space, which from the application point of view, it should be totally built differently, because of the condition in the space, if it is supposed to be on the Mars or on the moon, but whatever. So let's review and see this short video from this, and we will go back. So it is actually very shaky. If you have, I don't know if you have noticed it, when it walks, it's shaking a lot. So as I said, it has a runtime of 4 hours with this battery, swappable batteries. It's 172 centimeter, and it's 72 kilogram. So one of the use cases is palletizing. So in the industry, as I said, packaging, palletizing, in logistics. Okay, definitely believe that these jobs are should not be done by human because they are like repetitive jobs, and it doesn't really make sense to do warehouse jobs repeatedly. Of course, it's a danger for people who are working in warehouse anyway. So they have also worked on the fingers, but basically Aptronics is more famous for robots with legs for robots. Basically, they are more enthusiasts and well known for this leg mechanism rather than the hands or something. But they have also, as you see, they are also working on the hands and also fingers. So similar to Pudu, the first one, this one also has fingers, and it's a good one. But still, I don't know why it's shaking. So from left to right, huh?
Wix.
Okay. So this was the next. Yeah. This was I don't know which. I think I think the next one would take the sixth place among the humanoid robots, and so it's called. Its name is Sanctuary AI or Phoenix. This one is, or Sanctuary AI is based in Canada. It is basically early at the status. It's early deployments in retail trials, and the abilities are AI carbon control system, human like memory, sight, sound, touch, and it has like dexterous hands, 20 degree of freedom each. And you will see that in the video that Sanctuary Phonics is more focused on fingers. They have haptic sensors on the fingers. It can touch and understand that what is that, if that the object is basically soft or not. But the retail and the use cases are basically in retail, e-commerce, fulfillment, and light manufacturing. As I said, it can really do some maybe pick and place for very delicate objects. Yeah, so let's see it together. And
So why is touch important for human level dexterity? The answer is you just can't be responsive and interactive with your environment properly without being able to feel it.
so they are really focusing on feeling, touching, getting information from touching. So I think a difference between Sanctuary AI and other humanoid robot that we have seen until now is just their focus on touching and getting information from touching by the fingers. So this is something that they have more focused rather than the other.
Sanctuary is focused on hand development from the very beginning.
So as I said, they have really focused on hand development from the beginning.
Hands are this critical interface to the world of work. Paired with vision, allow us to plan and to execute actions in the world. Once your hands get close to objects, you need to transition to another sense.
With touch, you can get contact, you can get textures, you can get all of this rich.
They even can understand what's the texture of the object. That's something that is quite different than the rest of the humanoid robots. So this is quite big
information that just isn't available.
because visually, of course, you can use a lot of algorithm AI. Maybe by from vision, you can get some information from the type of the texture, but until you touch it, you understand really what is it, and you get the feeling. So to get the feeling through touching, it's something quite extraordinary from my point of view.
Visually. Vision and touch together are a great combination, but we keep encountering these scenarios where you don't have vision.
We see all
So as I said, so they really focus on touching. So they say if there is no vision, then from touching you can get a lot of information as well.
the time in industry are something that we call blind picking. Just the idea of reaching into a receptacle or a space, usually to pick up an object that makes up an assembly or a process, and you don't have visual line of sight.
So it's true. So this argument is true. You don't have always vision sight. So you need to pick it up, and you don't have any clue what's the texture or what's the structure of that object. So this is important, especially if you are working, I don't know, in a biology or something, biological lab or something that you really need to transfer or transport object delicately. This is something that is should be taken into consideration.
We're differentiated between a lot of the humanoid robotics companies, which are largely focusing on bipedal walking. We're really focusing on the hard parts, the dexterous manipulation, all these complex things we do with the hands. The real main benefit is that it speeds everything up.
The ability to perform things quickly and with certainty, with confidence, is augmented manyfold by having touch sensing available to these systems. But at a high level, you can think about force exerted on objects, and that being really important to understanding how you're doing in your interaction.
Wow. Honestly, I have myself problems sometimes to open these things or this plastic. So this is a very cool things to see.
Interaction with that object.
If we can't feel, it becomes quite difficult to confirm that the task has been performed correctly. So it gives you this immersion and speed that you just can't get otherwise.
When you think about the world of work, people need to move, people need to climb, people need to bend over and pick things up. But ultimately, the interface to many of those work activities are through the human end effectors, or the human hands, which are these incredible feats of engineering, and the bottleneck in terms of the ability of humanoid systems to be competent and capable in commercial and industrial settings.
That's true. I'm like what they have done is quite distinguished them from the rest of the humanoid robots so far. So I congratulate them because they are really focusing on a special thing, and I think they will find a specific application for their robot. Okay, so time to go to the fifth. So fifth place goes to a company that you have probably heard a lot in recent years, and it's also quite interesting, especially they are making a lot of progress, and they're using lots of AI by the humanoid robots. So this is something quite interesting. So the fifth place goes to Figure 02, or the recent one is Helix, I guess. So the company Figure AI is a US-based company. Statue at the moment they are prototyping with pilots. For example, they are employed like one by BMW in a USA factory. So the abilities of this humanoid robot is smooth humanoid locomotion, advanced AI reasoning, backed by OpenAI. So apparently a lot of humanoid robots manufacturers are backed by OpenAI, and also Microsoft and NVIDIA. So they use also NVIDIA as their analyzing or computational power. And use cases are in manufacturing. As I say, they use Figure in BMW factory floor, service, and hospitality or hospitality. Okay, so let's see the video and we'll see how it's.
Hey, Figures, can you come here?
By the way, I guess this guy is the owner of Figama Show.
Okay, I'd like to try something new. Even though this is the very first time that you've ever seen these items, I'd like you to use your new Helix AI and try to reason through where you think they belong in the scene.
So as I said, they use AI, human object detection, and even understanding the location of the objects on the desk, trying to categorize, classify, and then put it inside the refrigerator. So the guy put different type of objects on the desk and asked them if they can figure out where belongs or what belongs to where in the refrigerator. So let's see the reaction.
And then work together to put them away. Does that sound good?
So they need to cooperate with each other to put things inside the cabinet or, I don't know, refrigerator. So the first reaction was moving a little bit toward to the desk. Why is that? I don't know. Because they were not so far away. Let's go back a little bit.
They belong in the scene. And then work together to put them away. Does that sound good?
You see, that's okay. The first one just a little bit rotated, but the second one was okay, moved a little bit closer, but it doesn't matter. Let's move forward. Okay, one of them. Okay, I don't want to really analyze this gesture or whatever, but why really one of them is the hand is a little bit higher than the rest, the other one. The one starts to open the refrigerator first. So one of them tries to go toward the refrigerator, maybe to open the door. And the other one opens the drawer. So it means that the right one had understood that the objects belongs to the refrigerator, and the left one had understood that the objects belongs to the drawer. Okay, the eggs, correct, goes to the refrigerator. The other one is a packet of, I don't know, chips or whatever. It goes to the drawer. Okay, the one on the left side understood that this does not belong to the drawer. It's another object. It needs probably to be in a cold place. So it gives it as give it in hands to the other one on the right side to put it inside the refrigerator. So it means that it does not itself independently goes toward the refrigerator and put it inside the refrigerator. It gives its hand to deliver to the other one. The way they look at each other. Again, the second option, the other object was also goes to the drawer, or I don't know, this whatever on top of the drawer. This time the right one says that it's a flower package, so it does not goes to the refrigerator. Hands it. Why it should be handed? This is a great question. This looks to me from the reasoning point of view a little bit questionable. I think the one that is in the on this plate or whatever it's you call it tray, it should be probably bread. Okay, the bread does not goes to the drawer, but the ketchup goes to the refrigerator. Okay, makes sense. The way it dropped. Okay, cool. So the apple does not goes to the refrigerator. These are something quite interesting because I put the apple inside the refrigerator. Why should I put the apple outside? So I mean, like, I'm just questioning the reasoning why the apple does not goes to the refrigerator. Why it goes to this what's called in German we say Geschirr, but I don't know what it's called. It's like pot or whatever. So I'm a little bit yeah. These are questions that's I don't know, but it was a really nice performance. I am so far Helix or Figure actually had astonishing performance. The collaboration between two Helix robots. So yeah, I think this company, if they are not really staging anything and they are really are honest and telling the capability of the robot, they have made a lot of progress in the reasoning parts. So I don't know about the mechanic. So mechanics maybe more or less similar to the ones even the Chinese, but the reasoning part, detection, classification, and collaboration that they have to with each other is unique. I can confirm that. So yeah, so I think we can now go to the next humanoid robot that I have for you, basically classified, and it is one I actually saw them in Hannover Messe last year, or it was 2024, I guess, and they were present. They're also one of the good ones. Basically, they have made a lot of progress in different type of robots. So the fourth place from my side, from my point of view, goes to Unit 3 G1. Unit 3 G1 is a Chinese company, Unit 3 Robotics, and its statute is commercialization. It is commercial and it's affordable units. They are selling actually these units, so it's ahead of its competitors basically from the market. It has 23 degree of freedom, dexterous 3-finger hands. It only has 3 fingers, and then stair climbing, object manipulation. These are the abilities. So it can climb the stairs. It can detect the objects and manipulate the objects. And the use cases are in robotic research, service, automation, and light robotics. So let's watch a performance of this. Okay. Wow. Nice balancing. Wow. I think Unit 3 has very flexible robots. It's a little bit shorter than the rest. I think it's not really 1 meter and 72 centimeters. So it's shorter. But you saw that the gymnastic actions that it does is quite astonishing. And it's quite fast. It's unbelievable. It does not shake when it moves. You see, it's like much shorter than the rest. I think 1 meter 5 or 50 or something. Yeah, no. Disturbance rejection is quite amazing. this is a huge kick. So it's trying to use its degree of freedoms. By the way, to train these models, they use a lot of simulations. So I think in one of my videos, I have talked about the ways that they can train these humanoid robots using the simulation and twin worlds, like the way that NVIDIA is doing by its what's called I forgot. There's a simulation software from NVIDIA that you can actually train robots. So a lot of simulation is the easiest way, I guess, to train the models or train the humanoid robots. So you see that the hands are quite funny, I would say. It's not really something luxurious, something very basic, just grabbing, manipulating, and yeah, it's all as well force control, of course. Oh my god, that was a strong force, like, yeah, whatever. It can easily break your head if something like that really gets out of hand. The question is that, do you really want something to be in your kitchen? It looks to me like a Terminator. Yeah, so this was Unit 3 robotics. I guess one of the reasons that I actually put it on fourth place is because of the agility of these robots. So I think they are also advanced in object detection and maybe reasoning. I don't know. I didn't see anything about the reasoning, but the variety of performance and the ability to express the emotions, that was one of the most important reason that I actually decided to put Unit 3 in fourth place. But maybe I'm also a little bit skeptical at the moment. Maybe figure comes to 4 and Unit 3 goes to 5. Whatever. All right, so the next robot or humanoid robot, from my point of view and from the application, because I consider market is the most important thing, right? I consider the market the most important thing, so it decides, and it is very successful basically in the market already. It's called Agility Robotics. So the name of the robot is Digit. It is again a US company based and it's commercially deployed. And at the moment in Amazon, for example, there are a lot in the warehouses. They are deployed. It has 1.75 meter tall. It is 1.75 meter tall, 18 kilogram payload it is able to carry, and bipedal locomotion and tote handling. So use cases are in warehouse, logistics, and distribution centers. Let's see a little bit of the performance of that robot. So you see it does not have any figure, like it does not have any face, any hand, any finger. But again, one of the reasons that it's very simple, but it's very practical. It's already in the market. It's already in the warehouses. and it has shown its effectiveness in the factory floor or
This
on the
is
factory
Digit.
floor.
Digit is designed to work in human spaces, to work around people, in environments that are easy for people to navigate and to work in, but typically are not accessible to robots.
So they are basically work on safety issues and working also beside the people.
We're really excited to announce we've just closed a $20 million investment round led by DCDC and Playground Global, among others, to build a really excellent consortium of investors. And that's going to let us really get our Digit robots into customers' hands, doing useful work in the firm. Industrial robots are designed to do one task over and over and over and to do it well. You design the whole process around the robot and the whole environment around the robot. But there's always going to be spaces and jobs that are designed around humans, designed around us, because this is our world. If robots are going to be effective and useful to us, they're going to have to work on our terms in our space.
Yeah, as I said, they are really focused on collaborating with the humans. So this is they are focused. They have put the automating part more on the side and more collaborating with the human.
Having Digit work in human spaces means Digit is going to be able to do a wide variety of different tasks. Things like package handling in warehouses or indoor and outdoor delivery.
So delivery, package, industry.
Or inspecting hazardous workplaces, or any application that requires the basic abilities and shape of a person. We're producing Digit now, and we're delivering Digit to customers.
So they're already in the market, so actively.
It's grad.
But it's quite interesting that they actually could basically manage to sell their stuff, and yeah, so they got actually into the market. And as I said, it's quite simple, so you don't need to be worried about the safety issues because it's already proven itself. But a little bit of information about this history. So they started from very, very basic design, studied a lot of nature. They made the first things they made for legs, basically, and then the upper part came after designing the legs. And this design or mechanism of the leg is quite interesting. It's solid, robust, and it's designed for carrying payloads, basically. So this bipedal locomotion is quite something that is basically, I guess, dedicated to this company, or I mean, like, it's originated from this company. I have never saw such a design in any other humanoid robots, and it's quite good because they are already selling. I think one of the most challenging things for humanoid robots is selling and marketing, because you really need to be focused on the application, and your market is very niche. You have to be very niche. So it seems that like this company already has succeeded in this matter and they are selling. So I think that we know already a lot about Digit, and hopefully they keep going. And I think it's one of my favorite actually companies so far. So let's go back to the list. So the third, as I said, third place goes to Agility Robotics or Digit that we saw. The second place goes to, I think already, guys, probably you can guess, but the third place from my perspective goes to Boston Dynamics or Atlas. So Atlas had two versions. So Atlas is also one company that is for many years doing research and robotics, especially humanoid robots. They also have like lake robots, like dog robots, or other type of robots. But the most famous one was Atlas, which was a hydraulic or hydroelectric robot. But recently they switched to electric, and they are making lots of noises because Atlas and its performance is astonishing. It's very, very astonishing. The difference is that the Atlas, okay, the company, or Boston Dynamics, is a USA company. The now status is at the moment they have advanced prototypes. They are not really doing marketing, or maybe they are not really release any contract maybe with any industry. But the abilities are agile, locomotion, running, flipping, jumps. I mean, the way that the Atlas is developed for me is a little bit worrisome. Exactly like Unitree. I could imagine that Atlas to be considered for future wars, because the way that it's running, the way that it flips and jumps, it looks like a soldier. It just needs a gun, I guess. Precise balance, fully electric, and actuators, whatever. And use cases are R&D, Hyundai factory, for example, as a pilot. Potential industrial inspection, yeah, for inspection can also to be used. But as I said, I hope that it does not go to the into the military. So this is one video that I would like to show you, and this is amazing. Let's review together. So Atlas does not have a really finger. It has a very solid fist, and but the performance is awesome. So smooth. So the way that it actually managed to take the control of its motion. Wow. Guys, the level of control system, the advancement of control system for this robot is totally away from all the rest of the robots that we saw in this video. This is unbelievable. How could the performance of the actuators to be this much robust without any hysteresis, without any like disturbance? Like it is the motion is number one, like top. Oh. We are doomed. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah. I don't know what to say, but yeah, you know, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Okay, the Atlas so far was my favorite so far. So this takes the second place among the other. So for the first place goes to can you imagine which one is the first place? So from my point of view and my research that I have done, I would put Tesla Optimus Gen 2 as the first place, and there's a reason for that. Let's review some videos together. I will tell you. But before that, so Tesla is a US-based company. You know that. It's a prototype at the moment. They are doing a lot of factory trials. Human size, it is a human size robot. And AI navigation, it has AI navigation. It has articulated fingers. So the fingers are also haptic. They can actually exactly like sanctuary feel and understand or get the sense of the touching. And they have smooth walking gait. Use cases are in Tesla factories, planned household automation. So Tesla is also looking for the household automation, which I do not recommend. Mr. Musk, I was saying if you consider Tesla for your space exploration would make much more sense than household. Leave these household things away. I don't know why you are interested to put such a robot inside houses. But yeah, whatever. I do not make decision. So let's watch one video of Optimus walking, and you will see how it looks like. So they claim that it can basically run inside the factory floor, discover the new areas, point everything, and the neural nets, which is running on its computer and trying to avoid people, for example, and obstacles. So it makes a clouds from doubts from the obstacles when it's exploring the areas. So first it tries to familiarize itself with the environment, make mapping of the environment and obstacles, and then understanding the surroundings. And this is also interesting that it goes to the charging station and charge itself. It is able to carry payloads up to 11 kilogram. That's one of the reason I took Tesla Optimus is that unlike Boston Dynamics robots, Atlas, it has fingers and it can really touch and understand what is, and it's big, like it's a really human size. So it is the most similar robot to the human from the size and figure and the structure. Interesting. Like the guy is trying to shake hands or whatever, and it understands that it's basically unsafe behavior and try to avoid it. It only does the job that is programmed. So yeah, that was it. So we saw together this top 10 basically humanoid robots. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please write the comments which one was your favorite. I try to write the technical specification of each robot that I have found basically on my weblog and the website of this podcast. And I hope that you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye bye.